a spinoff ever be better than the original? Next episode, next story. Let's do this. If you like abstract, funny, and real-world anime content, make sure you subscribe if you're not already. Now back to my question. My Hero Academia Vigilantes is a prequel spinoff set a few years before the OG My Hero Academia. It follows Koichi, a college student with a pretty low-key quirk who becomes a vigilante after teaming up with the rough ex-hero Knuckle Duster and the idol turned crime fighter Pop Step. So they start off chasing down users and distributors of Trigger, which is a quirk-enhancing drug that boosts power, but it turns people violent and mindless, so we know that's a problem. From there, they become the unofficial defenders of Naruhata, a part of the city that's often overlooked by pro heroes. So let's get into our main character, Koichi. His quirk is called Slide and Glide, and he can propel himself along surfaces with 3 points of contact. At first, he's just doing some light patrol, picking up trash, helping people cross the street, not miss their train. He's literally the neighborhood nice guy, which is actually his first hero name, the nice guy. But over time, Koichi evolves into a legit vigilante facing off against increasingly dangerous threats. He grows not just in power, but also in his mindset. This is when he becomes the Crawler. What I really like about this show is that Vigilantes showcases small-time criminals and petty crimes that don't always rise to the level of needing hero involvement. So we get to see why Vigilantes emerged in the first place. Another thing I love is that we get to see some characters from the OG story, including our beloved All Might. He shows up briefly, continuing to be the symbol of peace. We also see the deep influence of All Might because even here, our main character's uniform is inspired by All Might's iconic look. We also get to see Aizawa in his prime, if you know, you know, and Genium offers some advice to help Koichi, and we don't get to see much of him as a hero in the original story due to his injury. And then we also have some other top heroes, including Endeavor and Best Genius, who make small appearances that don't go unnoticed. So the lowdown dirty truth is that this show had me hooked. And I love My Hero Academia. It's in my top 5. So I had to make sure that I gave this spinoff its own fair chance, independent of the original story. And I was pleasantly surprised. Visually, the show has more of a comic book style than the OG. It has bright, bold colors. Automatopoeias appear on the screen quite frequently, but I really like that because it's a story of vigilantes. Now, I would not say that Vigilantes is better than the original story, but it's a very nice and refreshing perspective. We get to see the life of a college student who starts to develop into his purpose, and the journey is similar to what our favorite high school student, Izuku Midoriya, goes through. And like Izuku, Koichi doesn't start off powerful. He doesn't know the way to go, but over time, he becomes who he needs to be. If you're a fan of My Hero Academia and haven't given the spinoff a shot yet, I promise you it's worth it. Have you watched Vigilantes yet? Do you think it stands on its own or maybe even rivals the original? I want to hear your thoughts either way. When one arc ends, another one begins. See you next time.